Hello, everyone. This is Nina from Rafaela Soul Sessions. I am a bit rusty on the old videos, so I have taken a few attempts to record this video, and here I go again. Let's see if this one feels good. Um, I'm just wanting to do a little bit of a catch up, an update on what I've been up to and what's been happening. Um, I have been a little bit quieter this month. I took a step back so I could delve into my IQH course, which is a modality that has been created by Michael James Gerber and Ron Amit, who are two of the most beautiful and divine souls and fellow practitioners of quantum healing. They have released a course that is their own method of how they do their sessions, how they facilitate quantum healing sessions, which has been really amazing. I studied BQH, obviously, which is beautiful. And an amazing starting point into quantum healing. But I really felt drawn to working with Michael and Ron in some way. I felt very called to their work. I always have felt very connected to the way they do their work. So it's been an absolute joy. I didn't really know why I felt so called to do the course before I did it. I knew there was something that was calling me to do it, but it wasn't until I actually watched the intro video, which I'll link below actually, because they posted that up recently. I watched the intro video and I knew exactly why I was there. I had tears streaming down my face because I just knew exactly why I had decided to do this course. I knew why I was there. Um, it felt really important, and it felt like a level up for me. They do a very sacred and ceremonial approach to their work. Um, and they also address personal development stuff for practitioners. And they touch on areas of quantum healing that many practitioners um, do and experience in their session, which maybe aren't covered in other quantum healing courses. So it's very, very comprehensive. There's just so much in there, and it's taken a little bit of time for me to watch some of it, let it sink in, and then go back and do another bit. So, but I've been really, really enjoying it, and um, I'm excited to start doing some practice sessions. I will very soon be putting up a post saying I'm looking for um, people who'd be interested in having donation sessions, because I will be doing a few of those. I already have a little list coming together, so if there's anybody out there who would be interested in having a donation IQH session, then do let me know. I will be offering them pretty soon. Also, I facilitated a session yesterday with a beautiful friend and fellow regression therapist. She does past life regression. You can find her at Past Life Regression with Stephanie. She is a wonderful soul from Portland, Oregon. I hope that's right. If I've got that wrong, sorry, Stephanie. I'm not meant to get that wrong. I'm sure it's Portland. And we got together and did this session for Stephanie, and she very, very kindly dedicated her session to being in service to all. So her intention was to be in service. And she did an amazing job. We touched on some pretty dark information, um, and we managed to do a great deal of healing for her and start a nice amount of healing for the collective as well. It was really, really powerful. There were some amazing messages that came through, so I'm looking forward to editing that and sharing it with you. Um, I want to share one of the messages with you actually. There was something that came through. I think I asked about what was happening right now on Earth, that behind the scenes that maybe the public weren't realizing was happening. What was going on that we weren't fully aware of from the higher perspective. And the message that came through was that negative forces were creating extreme cognitive dissonance in the collective. They are attempting to exploit this in their favor. So they're artificially creating chaos in the minds of the people to advance what they want to occur in this world, to advance their own agenda and their own timeline. So creating this chaos in people's minds, people not sure what to believe, people, not sure what the facts are because they keep chopping and changing what is, they say one thing and then they retract that statement and say another thing. This is creating a kind of fight or flight response in people. People are getting very agitated with each other. It's creating a huge sort of divide with people. And people aren't able to tune in and use their instincts and their intuition. They're severing that connection with people's own truth and their own hearts. And it's also making, when people are in that sort of state of chaos and confusion, they tend to latch on more to the government and the institutions that they're used to, because there's that more sort of codependent feeling that they have to look to them for help because everything's chaos. But in counteraction to that, there's also a greater effort to free the minds of the people. There is this huge uprising and awakening amongst people, and everything's accelerating at such a huge rate. It's quite overwhelming. I got a new webcam, so I'm still trying to figure out where I need to look. If I'm looking one way and then looking the other way, please excuse me. I'm just still trying to figure out what's the best thing to look at. So that was one of the messages that came through yesterday, and it was really nice to hear that from a higher perspective, because obviously, we can communicate with the people that we know and that we're close to in a certain way, but sometimes it's just really helpful to hear that higher self perspective come through. So I asked about a few other topics that are very relevant right now, and there were some beautiful messages. We also got a message from the souls of children who have been lost to trafficking or sexual trauma, sexual abuse, pedophilia, and things like that. So that was a very, very powerful and moving message. So I look forward to editing all of that and getting the clips up for people to see. There's going to be some more work that we're doing with this. There was some information that came through and some healing that happened that we need some help with. We need we need more people to be involved in this healing part. So we're going to be creating a group meditation to see if we can um, advance this healing work that we were doing yesterday even further for the collective. So yeah, that was a really beautiful, powerful and intense session. I have a few more sessions that are in the pipeline for August. I've also got a few spaces left. So if anybody's looking to have a quantum healing session at the moment, then I have them on offer. You can go to my website, which is www.rafaelasoulsessions.com. And I have a number of services, starting from very, very reasonable and cheap. I do a free consultation for 15 minutes if somebody would like to just connect with me and see if this is something that they want to do. Going to longer consultations, healing work, self-healing work, and obviously the quantum healing sessions themselves. So take a look at my website and my services and see what I have on offer. I pulled a card earlier, which was really beautiful. Where did I put it? I have no idea where I put this card. It's here. It's card number 4. You'll probably not be able to see it very well because of the camera. No, I will add a photo of it so you can see it better. It is higher power, and the message is really lovely. Let's see if I can find it again so I can read a little bit of it to you. So, higher power, conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. The oracle message. This card reminds you that you're more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection with spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask yourself, what is the highest good for all, and how can I serve? Which is exactly in line with wonderful Stephanie's intention for their session yesterday. So that's beautiful. And then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for life, more wondrous than you could know. And you are always protected and divinely directed, which is lovely. And yes, there is a plan. I think that's something I've been saying to myself. It's almost my mantra at the moment. There is a plan. There is a plan. So that we can stay out of that mindset of chaos, because it's very easy to get wrapped up in everything that's going on at the moment and just get into that state of fear. But when we can really get centered and tune in, I have my new doTERRA oil, my roll-on that I have. It's called In Tune, and I have just been putting it on constantly just so it keeps me in tune. So I hope you all out there have your own ways of dealing with this crazy situation that we're in this world at the moment. Know that you are not alone, and that there are people out there who are able to assist you in finding the answers that you need right now. There's so much love, and there is, like the message said yesterday, a huge effort to free our minds as humans, and we are divinely guided and directed at all times. So if you feel like you need some assistance, you will be guided to the right person. So on that note, I'm going to send you all of my love, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Okay, bye.